There's all this we could storage. We just plop all the storage down here. Quantum computer is not going to fit over there, no. I don't think it's a very good design to have elevators on two sides of things. So I'm going to design this so the elevators are just one straight thing. And I don't know what that is really, but airlock, workshop next to each other, communications room down. Could pop another storage here. We also have a room for 1.5 storages there. So I think all my memory of how this worked is now gone, but the kitchen is right here. You consume 1 meal each day. Meals can be prepared in the kitchen. Okay. Probably spent a little bit more time on that than I should have. It's at 6, right? That's what, only 3 hours? So it'll be noon. Yep, okay. Start the engines at the command center. Command center and communications room be next to each other. Makes sense in my mind. Machinery and captain's cabin. No, I like ideally would maybe want to put that up towards the top, but it's a weird thing because the womb and the kitchen are both 4. Let's test the engine, I guess. That was loud.
What just happened?
Turn the lever on in the machinery, which I believe is up. Where did I put the machinery? Here.
That's sorted. Let's give it another go.
Communications. I'm trying to think if maybe I should swap communications and. Let's swap communications and command center. Why? I don't know. Just my mind, that seems like it makes a little more sense.
What? Again?
Do like a 3 times the charm kind of situation here. All right, I guess we gotta call.
You have got to be kidding me.
Call our buds.
Just my luck to be stuck in a junkyard.
Hey, dude,
Hey,
our ship's
still
broken.
there? I really need your help. I can't get out of here. I did everything according to the manual, but there's a malfunction I can't fix. I just don't know how.
Repeating Savior. I need to check data consistency and QC modules.
Only the captain has access codes to the quantum computer.
Access granted.
Easy as that, I guess.
Man, that was easy.
Hit the button. All right, quantum computer. Where did I throw you? At the bottom, I think, right? Accessing QC store data. Mine records access granted. Deleting expired data.
What is this? Mine records.
J. Yang. That's inside my brain.
What's going on? Wait. I recognize this. It's my life.
It's now or never. We're not gonna live forever. Okay. That's weird. How far can we go back? I did not mean to do that. I wanna... The furthest we could go back. Childhood memories fuzzy and distant. The mining town you grew up in, rows of similar apartment blocks. And there's nothing. Family like many others. Your father coming late from work in the mine. I yearn for the mines. Usually drunk, always pissed off. Your mother doing her best to keep the family together. Your constant desire to run away, to get out of a place and never come back. So we don't have a year on this age, I should say. I mean, now we got 15. Another shitty day at school. You're taking the longer road home. Hey, what's that fight about? The girl shouts for help. She's looking straight at you. You should intervene, but the fear, no, better get the fear. No, better not get involved. Run back home. One day you'll get out of here. You have to. That's kind of a dick move there. I don't know. I might have done the same thing, but, you know, I don't know. 16 years. It's so hard to study exams when your dad's yelling behind the door. Mom doesn't have the strength to fight anymore. Something's wrong with her. She's weaker, more passive. You know you should do your best to support her, but being home is unbearable. You count the days to graduation, hoping those exams go well. Well, if anything's like our Earth, in our, maybe like America, obviously, he's got maybe 1, maybe 2 years to get through. 19. You open the envelope with trembling hands. It's a good college, and it's close to home. You can visit mom regularly and get a good education. You tear the paper and see the results. Nope. Not good enough. The only place that wants you is hundreds of miles away. You'd have to leave mom alone with him. Just, you know, take him out of the picture then maybe, you know? You promise yourself you get out of here, you have to keep that promise. You can't waste your life. It's not something she'd want, and you can still visit her. A little less often maybe, but you can. You will visit her. A place far from home. It's been months since you've been home, but you can still miss the post-exam. You can't miss the post-exam party. All your friends will be celebrating their company. Oh, in my mind, I was thinking like a business. I was like, their company. How do they own a company? Makes you feel good, and you find your place. Do you really want to spend the entire day on the train, only see your mom for a couple hours before she goes to bed early? And you'll be left with is a constantly drunk oaf of a father. Working abroad. You look at the letter, it's tempting. Working abroad for 2 months, you can earn enough to support yourself for the whole semester. Ditch those lousy part-time jobs, focus on studying. It's tempting. And you could send some money to mom. She needs it for her treatment. What treatment? You missed it. The moment she collapsed, the ambulance taking her to the hospital, it all went so fast. You missed the opportunity to talk to her when she was still conscious. You're back home now, but what difference does it make? You fucked up. It's too late to say goodbye. Carry on for her. No, she's dead. You failed her, but what could you have done? Stayed behind stay behind in that miserable place to become bitter and dead inside? Be like Dad? The sense of guilt holds you by the throat. What if you ran away from it all? Ditched college, made a fresh start, forgot? Wouldn't that be giving up again? No. Mom would want you to get on with your studies, get a good job, carry on for her. It's different with her. I'm wondering if... there's... I don't know what I'm trying to say. Your heart pounds with the thought of this evening. You never thought someone like Lena would want to hang out with you. Slow down. It's only a project. Maybe you should have gotten something better than beer? You could have brought wine, but wouldn't that seem like you're hitting on her? You're only teaming up for a project. Also 24 years, I guess maybe a work project, not a school project. She's so different than anyone you've hooked up with, and she likes you. You can see that she likes you. Am I good enough? That's it, she's moved in, but it's your cheap little rented apartment. Good enough for her? Her parents would hate it. Who cares about what her parents have to say? You know they would, and she knows it too. Is that why she doesn't talk to them anymore? I guess you don't talk to your parents either, so you're gonna prove them wrong. Work hard and give Lena the life she deserves. Hard work pays off, right? You can be proud of yourself. A diploma with honors, and that offer a PhD. It's tempting as hell, but the salary. How much longer are you going to be a broke ass for Lena? Ugh. Ugh, ugh. Pete. You'll think about it later. Better prospects. It was a tough conversation, but you handled it well. The professor understood your motives. Work for a private company that gives you better prospects. You eventually be able to move out of that dorm. Take Lena for a proper holiday. Yeah, it was a good decision. I feel this, man. Purgatory 9 to 5. Mine's the 7-4, but same deal. On that subway again. Damn, you hit the crowd day in, day out. Maybe you could take the later train and stay longer at work? No, your boss would never agree to that. Punctuality is all that mattered to him, not what you can actually do. Sometimes you feel all he needs you to do is punch your card. And for what? Pushing papers and pretending to get things done? Someone pushes you as you try to take a seat. Man, Monday mornings are the worst. I didn't realize this was turning into a Garfield game. Is she pregnant? Or is that just the weird lighting? Well, 28 years old. How much was this? 27, 28, okay. Just a yearish later. Your face beams as you exit the bank, hand in hand with Lena. Finally, signing your mortgage papers was easier than expected. Not in my case. It was literally all day. And it was literally not my fault, or it was the whole long story. Maybe it was worth putting up with that damn idiot of a boss for 2 years to get this place. A dream house. Lena has so many ideas for decorating it. If you hurry, maybe you could even get it ready for Christmas. You'd love to see your parents' faces when they see it. Yeah, you should convince them to invite them over. That. Then 2 years later, this can't be true, not now. You stare at the screen blankly. You heard about the crash on the stock market. You heard everyone talk about worldwide crisis approaching, but you, laid off? How will you even tell Lena about it? What about your plans for Christmas? So even in the future, there's another stock market crash, Great Depression. Not great. Doesn't seem like it's Great Depression, but medium depression. Red lights. You close your eyes and listen to the city traffic. Damn radio. All they know are Christmas songs this time of year. I feel that. You don't want to be reminded of that. Not when you're sitting behind the wheel of a leased cab, almost 6 o'clock. You promised Lena you'd be back for Christmas by 5. But it's a busy night and people leave bigger tips on Christmas. Back to square one. You listen as Lena talks excitedly. She wants to take that offer, move abroad, sell the house, but for how much? It would hardly be enough to pay off the bank with soaring rate of interest. Yep. And what about you? It's hard to find a decent job at home, let alone in a foreign country. after all your efforts to make ends meet, it would feel like going back to square one. I like that sweatshirt. Little black, pink sleeves. You're wondering if she's really okay with the decision to stay. Maybe you should have said yes? How could you? It's a crazy idea in your situation. You need to prove it to her that is the only sensible choice. You'll need to get your shit together, give her a better life here. Maybe find a second job? She's getting on your nerves. Why doesn't she just tell you it's all your fault the bills are piling up? Why doesn't she have a job? As you weren't working hard enough. Why does she make a big deal of a few drinks before you get the sack? You deserve to unwind at 12 hours of work. Looks like we're starting to become our dad. You look down at another bottle in the wedding ring she gave back to you. Damn, a job at Ally Corp. Freedom. Finally, she's got it. A new life, do better life without you. All you could ever do is hold her down, look at yourself drowning your sorrows at a bar. You're everything you promised yourself you'd never be. Where the hell did you bulk it all up? Toss and turn in bed. You can't stop thinking about that Ally Corp poster. Help us make a change. A space mining mission in search of the mysterious substance, Rapidium, which I found in my second day out in space. It's a long shot, but it says you don't need any professional experience, and you need to change. You never managed to stick to one job for more than several months. Nothing makes you happy. Project Dolly, this is where we were. I should say. Into the spaceship with a tingling of anxiety and excitement. You're going to space, far from here. Just like you always wanted, far away from your problems. You think about them, or maybe they're gone by the time you come back. And there we go. That's Jan's whole life for now, up to now. Did I go no, I didn't go too far. Sounds like his life, he's kind of repeating what his dad did.
Hey, I checked the quantum computer. What the fuck? Mind records? What the hell are you doing with that data? It's got everything. My whole life exposed. No. No, I want answers. Shit. What do you want with it? Branching? What exactly will be branching?
We're gonna be going into other people's mind records?
What? You what? Is that your whole answer?
What's an altar? Other than the name of the game.
Alter what?
Alter my life? I mean, it hasn't really been that great of a life up to this point, so okay.
My life? Okay. You mean as in... Okay, wait a minute. You're not suggesting I use Rapidium to create someone and to alter their mind. That's not what you're saying, right?
How are we gonna create somebody?
All right. How about my other options? You jerk. I don't have other options, do I?
So what are we gonna create another person with? We gonna use the rubidium from someone's mind record? Is there DNA stored in these mind records?
I remember that alternate life pattern. So this is what the branching is about?
We're gonna create different yawns. So there's only one. So this one where we left to go to this school out of town, there's another one where we could stay behind, and it says you lock the door to your room and turn up the music. You're so fed up with the constant shouting. Is this what you were directed to college for? Putting up with this frustration and drunkenness? You told yourself you'd take care of mom, but he's not making it easy. Maybe next time you should just lock the door on him? But what will mom say? So I guess we're gonna alterate. And now we never went to college. Late title card. Perfect for the thumbnail. Thing is, if he never goes to college, he never meets Lena. That's still somehow, he still somehow ends up in Ally Court. Okay. I'm not gonna go through all of these if these are all gonna be. Oh yeah. So I mean, I'm not gonna read them all like I read before, but we stood up to our dad. Just hanging out with mom. I guess dad's gone. We gotta. It smiles you walk away from that mine. Dad was trying to get us a job offer at the mine, so he said nope. We are here this time when our mom is dead, dying. Then we start. You brighten up as engine starts, so we fix up some stuff. This is why I guess we're a little better. It's like the technician pass, so we do a little more. Fishy dudes trying to talk to your boss behind closed doors. The boss is making fake parts and counterfeit shit. Trusting him, thinking you'd open up to him while all this time he's been lying to your face. And then we're working with criminals and we have to say no. As you turn the paycheck around in your fingers, you think of mom. Making good money, working international factory on contract of employment. We end up at the bar again. Friends burst out in laughter. The joke's coming to you. Oh wait, is this that we still meet Lena here? Or just some random girl? The branch is shut down. Don't have a job anymore. its dad. He looks like a tramp. Visits the bookie regularly. Fucking loser. Project Dolly. So we end up here because we're in debt rather than our wife left us. Okay. So now, wake up, wake your altar up.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see a sheep.
So are we gonna have two versions of us existing at the same time? Yes, indeed, actually.
Hey there. Wow. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yawn technician.
What is this?
Anxiety, insecurity.
Where am I? You're in a lab.
Less
inside
frustration,
the
less
SIGA
anxiety.
Unit. Your memories might be a bit fuzzy, but relax. You're gonna be okay. Yeah, I recognize the base, I think. Wait. You look funny. Ha. Oh. What was that? I wanted to laugh, but I'm
Why
like
is his voice different?
indifferent. I think
Insecurity?
you're on some meds. What? What for? So you don't panic when you wake up. Why would I panic?
Anxiety, less joy.
I'll explain later. Right now, let's check your mental condition, okay? Do you think you can, introduce yourself? Sure. Can you? Okay. My name is Yandolski. Yeah, sure. You got my looks, why not use my name too? So you think you're Yandolski as well?
He is.
What kind of bullshit is this? Hmm? What's your role on the mission? I'm a senior technician. Want to tell me what your role is? Imitating human crew members? Is this some kind of sick experiment? Because if it is, nobody warned me.
It's not an experiment, I guess.
It's not an experiment. This is for real. And I'm for real. So,
Anxiety,
what's
less
going
joy.
on? Well, I got stranded in this base, and, well, I needed someone to help me move it, because it got broken. Then, okay, this is the crazy part. I learned that there's this functionality of the quantum computer on board to, well, create alternate versions of a person's life. What? Replicate a person, but with different experiences. Mind records. Man. If there's anyone in a bad mental condition in this room, it's definitely not me. The QC's only functionality is to navigate these junkets. I mean, theoretically, it could do other stuff, but such bullshit? I know. It's absurd. I thought the same, but here you are, right? Right. If I understand you correctly, you're telling me you're a alternate version of me with a different mind?
I mean, it doesn't really matter who's alternate version of who's. Yeah, I guess you could put it that way. I guess that's
Sort of, yeah. And, you said we were stranded. Yes. It's just us. Like I said, there's a malfunction in the machinery. If you don't help me fix it soon, we're both gonna die. So, wait. Let me get this straight. This is not an experiment, and you're a different version of me. And this version of me woke me from cryosleep to help fix a malfunction because there's no one else on board.
Yep.
What if there was no malfunction? Where would I be? You'd still exist somewhere? Theoretically, at least? Theoretically?
Frustration, gloom.
Wow. You bastard. I can see now what the meds are for. I can't even lash out at you, just this passiveness. What am I? Look, this is a lot, and we'll sort it out, I promise. But trust me, if we don't fix the machinery fast, we're gonna go in a very bad way, and you'll never get the chance to understand this properly. Experience your feelings without the meds. I don't like this kind of pressure.
I get it.
Well, that makes two of us. Fine. Show me the way.
I kind of hope.
What a screw up. The 3-year-old would have figured it out. Okay. In any other case, I'd say don't touch anything here ever again. But unfortunately, this is a two-man job. On my sign, pull that lever over there. Just don't yank it like an idiot. Pull it gently. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now. Yes! It worked! You did it. We're gonna live. Let's get one thing straight. I did what you created me for. Now stay away from me.
Core memory created. What I was saying was I hope that we don't really have to like manage as like those feelings like anxiety. He's anxious, he's, you know, gloom or whatever. If we don't have to manage those a bunch or really at all, but I'm assuming since they're gonna be some sort of importance, you know. What? I guess we're going out and doing a little work. Okay, up. Airlock. Climbing hook. Pylons. Can I have technician me do some work too? I need 174 in order to start it, I guess. Let's go to no organic space. We're full up. Okay. I'm just gonna move this and get the ship started and see what happens. Do you automatically want to collect structures before starting your journey? You can automatically collect 5. Yeah, I guess so. Let's roll. Finish the prologue. base is one big wheel. Open the altars tab. Okay. Altars. Oh, here we go. There's this insecurity, anxiety. The altars tab allows you to check the mental and physical state of your altars. The event log on the left provides insight into recent events. 50% efficiency when doing base maintenance. He's angry. No injuries, no radiation, no hunger. I'm pissed at Jan. He is really irritating. I mean, you are Jan. Base mass, moving or moving. Yep, we already went over that. Okay, so I think new altar is ready. There's Jan. Talk to the altar. That's what we're doing. I think I moved the kitchen all the way up top, right? Well, not all the way up top, it looks like, but
Hey there. I said, don't come near me. I get it. You're angry.
I'm trying to be the nice guy.
But I could really use your help. You know, if we manage to get the comms room running properly, we'd probably be able to get out of here faster. Stop pretending you have any idea how I feel. I don't give a damn about your comms room. We're moving, aren't we? Now get out of my face, creep. You're pissed off at me now, but deep down, we both know you do the same thing. Really? You said it yourself. We might look alike, but we're different. Like oil and water, if you ask me, and they don't mix well. Maybe. But you won't last long without me, just as I couldn't make it without you. In a situation like this, hiding in a trench is just plain stupid. I'll tell you what's stupid. Listening to someone who created you because he needs a fucking tool. Why don't you get yourself a repair kit and fix your own shit? I'm done doing your dirty work.
Don't be a dick. Communication room failure. Modules deteriorate over time, which makes them prone to failures. To repair it, repair the communication room, you'll need a repair kit. You can craft one in the workshop. Okay. I should maybe craft it. I don't see a clock. Can I repair the shit? Figure out how to get along. Isn't that just regular life? Lucas.
Hello?
Mr. Dalsky?
Yeah, yes, I'm
Which one?
I'm here.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm far from okay. Shit's.
Are you serious? I just had a choice to either die in pain or duplicate and edit myself. I'm far from okay.
It's, called branching.
Yeah, I know.
The duplicating and editing thing. I need to know if you pulled it off.
Really? And I need to know who I'm talking to. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, Lucas Pena, Space Traffic Control, Orbital Substation L7. Now, the branching. Did you do it?
How can you be so calm about it?
We do a lot of crisis management here at STC. We need cool heads. But you reported finding Rapidium. That's exciting, actually.
Okay. So I'm assuming this little, like, purple diamond is, like, in cases like this, that's the one to move forward and I can get extra information. These questions.
I want to talk to someone higher.
Question marks.
Do you have a boss?
It's good to know.
I might sound young, Mr. Dalsky, but I'm not here by accident.
No offense, man. I just need to know this stunt was authorized by someone.
Look, I'm on my own here at the station. But I contacted my boss, and we're good. Nothing to worry about.
You're lying.
Have you done this before?
That would be hard, considering there's no rubidium on Earth.
So how did you know what would happen?
I didn't know. I anticipated the outcome based on historic data.
What historic data?
Some old research, nothing important.
Oh, it's kind of seems important.
What the hell happened out there? What went wrong with the landing?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm still analyzing telemetry data from your flight, but it seems something went very wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
No kidding.
Yeah. We know there was a major system malfunction, but the reasons are unclear. It's too early to tell. We need more data.
I mean, he doesn't know why everyone died. Like, that's kind of what we need more data for, but I'll ask it anyway.
Do you know what killed the rest of the crew?
Looks like an oxygen leak in the landing pods. No
I
idea
see
why,
this
though.
though.
Then how come I survived?
You tell me.
You know, you're not very informative.
I don't like confusing assumptions with information, Mr. Dalsky. Conclusive evidence is more my thing.
What about the mind records? What is all that personal data doing in the base computer?
Oh, that's, the corporation needs to ensure the safety of the mission and, basically everyone. It's confidential, of course, and it kind of saved your life.
I don't recall consenting to it.
Well, you must have, since it's there. Maybe you didn't read your contract thoroughly? They like to put these things in fine print.
Trick
know.
you. That's trick you.
So, you're getting me out of here, right? You know how to do it, safely.
Sure. First thing I'll need you to do is to transport the base to a safe and accessible destination. I'll dispatch the coordinates to you. Second thing, do you think I could see this altar of yours?
Be a little
How do you
snarky.
know you're not talking to him right now?
You're joking, right?
Who knows?
Yeah. Nice try, but I'd know the difference. The immunosuppressant meds, he wouldn't be in a disposition to mess around. How bad is he feeling?
He's pissed off at me, won't cooperate.
Then we have a problem. You won't manage without his help. The base needs more hands on deck. There should be a way to gain his trust. Show him you care, maybe?
I told him I wouldn't survive without him.
Yeah, that's just words. Maybe you
We
should
should bond
share
over our
something.
dad.
What? Why?
I don't know. Just a thought. My grandma used to say, sharing is caring.
Yay. Let me think. What can I share with him? My playlist?
Yeah, true. Wait, suppose it's not about what you can share with him, but what you already do.
Memories.
Of course. Memories. I wonder if he remembers things the same way I do.
Yeah, mind records. See? You were so spooked by them, they could be a source of information.
Fine. I'll check them out, see what happens.
I'll get back to you as soon as you reach your destination. Don't worry, you're in good hands. L7 out.
L7 out. You can learn more about Alter's life and choices by analyzing his life path in the quantum computer module. I think that right now is where I'm going to call it. I'm just trying to hit these other buttons, see the events, see what's up. I think that's what we're gonna end it. I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm still a little suspicious about how in depth the like management of all this, the base and the survival stuff and the alters and the emotions. I'm still a little sus on how I feel about those. Doesn't really make much sense, but like I still don't know if it's gonna be too much for me or not. So I'm gonna keep playing and kind of see what's going on. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys had a good time, and I will see you in the next part.